Complaint? Too late for that! Seal! Sound strategy.
Obsidian Division, assemble!
You won't back down. This is dedicated to the world. Roger that. Loyalty.
Are applied upon this world.
Sound strategy. What you deserve. I'm on it. Increase fire. Right on top. What you deserve. My bullets are one with the wind. Loyalty. What you deserve. standing by.